What's poppin', YouTube? Welcome back to another video, man. Today I got a story time for you guys. As you see from the title of the video, it says the day I realized that my Asian ass was not gonna make it to the NBA, man. I know a lot of us have had that moment, but let's get right into it, man. First, I'm gonna give you guys a little background. So, between 2nd and 5th grade, I lived in Missouri, in the Midwest, right? There was really no AAU teams like around my area, unless you travel like an hour to get to the city. But I lived in one of them little towns that you see in in the shows like Riverdale. I lived in a town called Lexington, Missouri, and basically all they had was just rec leagues for kids to play in. When I played in 5th grade in the rec league, I was killing, bro. Oh my gosh, I felt like I was that guy. I felt like I was him. I was just going by everybody. I had no jump shot at the time, but I was just too fast for everybody, bro. Me and my bald head, I'm gonna put a picture of right here, man. But just imagine this kid right here. I had one move. It was what's it called? I forgot what it's called, but I had this in the bag, in 5th grade, and I was just spamming every game against the Rednecks. Cause mind you, I lived in Missouri, and they weren't very sporty, bro. They didn't really play basketball like that for real. They mostly hunted deers and killed them and ate them for food. But yeah, so I was in a town full of rednecks, so I was killing them. I thought I was him. If there was a ranking of the best player in the area, I think I would be top 3. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, moving the story along, when 6th grade came, me and my family moved to New York City, right? And it was also around this time where I got my growth spurt. I went from 5 foot in the end of 5th grade to 5'5" at the beginning of 6th grade, and that's a 5-inch increase. That's wild, bro. So when that happened, bro, when I tell you I was hyped, bro, I was hyped because my parents are both short, and when I grew 5 inches that summer, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be the first 6-footer in the family. I'm not gonna lie. But I skipped out a part, but it was also in 5th grade where I started really watching NBA games. And I remember one day after watching a LeBron game, I went to my mom and dad. I'm like, yo, mom and dad, I want to go to the NBA. Because I was watching LeBron just go crazy that game. I forgot what game it was, but I was watching him go crazy. And I was like, yo, it would be so cool to be in the NBA. So I went to my mom and dad. I said, mom and dad, I want to be an NBA player, bro. Bro, they just laughed at me. It was like, yo, are you crazy? Go be a doctor or something. You got to be one of one to make the NBA. And then when they said that, I'm like, yo, I was hard-headed. I was like, yo, chill, mom and dad. You got to believe in me. I could really do it. You know what I'm saying? Ball is life. And I guess they just brushed me off because they knew I was young, and I was, young and delusional at the time. But anyways, moving back to 6th grade. When I came to New York City in 6th grade, I was actually pretty tall compared to everybody else. I remember my first day walking to 6th grade into my NYC public middle school, Edward Bleecker. If you know, you know. I looked around the class. I'm like, yo, they look small. I'm dead one of the tallest kids in the class, right? Yo, what's up? But I'm dead one of the tallest kids in the class. So then, in my head, I'm thinking, yo, I'm a big guard here in New York City, right? And so that lasted for I would say 2 years. But 6th grade, I got introduced. So it was in 6th grade where I got introduced to AAU. I played my first AAU team. It was a local team in Queens, and I got my first exposure of playing in travel tournaments. But I wasn't really playing in the elite tournaments. I was playing in Zero Gravity. If you know, you know. Zero Gravity is a travel tournament for the mid to lower elite teams. The elite teams played at made hoops, Nike sponsored tournaments and stuff, right? So I wasn't really playing in the elite tournaments. I was playing in the local, mid, lower tier tournaments. But there was still some good comp here and there, right? But 6th grade comes, 7th grade comes, I'm still playing with the same AAU team. And then one red flag I started to notice between 6th and 7th grade was I stopped growing, bro. I want to say from 6th to 7th grade, 6th to 8th grade, 6th grade to the beginning of 8th grade, bro, I grew an inch, bro. So, mind you, in 6th grade, the same people I was looking down at, by the time 8th grade came, bro, I was either looking at them eye to eye or I was looking up at them. So when I seen that, I'm like, yo, am I cooked? Am I not growing no more? Is this the Asian genetics that everybody complains about? But, yeah, it sucked. But I noticed that, and I'm like, nah, we good. For what I'm saying, Isaiah Thomas in the league. If Isaiah Thomas could do it, I can do it too. Not knowing how tough Isaiah Thomas was. But So boom, 8th grade comes, I switch my AAU team, right? This AAU team is all Elm Core. If you know, you know. If you're from Queens, you'll know what team I'm talking about. But they start playing in like more of the elite stuff. We playing in like not only like travel tournaments, but like local tournaments that are like in the trenches, like in the hood and stuff, where like a lot of good players are found, right? So one tournament we played in, and this is gonna lead up to the game/day where I realized I was not making it to the NBA. One tournament we played in was called the Humble League. I don't know if it's still a tournament today, but a couple of years ago when I was playing in it, like it was pretty known in Brooklyn as a tournament with good comp. So boom, we had a game this upcoming week, and we played against a good team. They're called NY Lightning. Yes, it's the same NY Lightning that's in the EYBL, but it was their middle school team, right? So when I seen that on the schedule, because the Humble League, they would post like a schedule of the games the day before, and I seen that we were playing the Elm Core versus NY Lightning. I was so hyped because, mind you, like around that time, I was so consumed by social media. Like I would follow Made Hoops, like all the elite level tournaments, and that same NY Lightning team that we played, like they were playing that Made Hoops and stuff. Like I would be up to date with all like the AAU news and everything, because that's how bad I wanted to play at the elite tournaments, right? So boom, we play in NY Lightning. I'm like, yo, like I'm hyped, I'm pumped. Mind you, before this I had never like played an elite AAU team. Like I said, I was just playing Zero Gravity and everything, but this was like my first time ever playing like an elite team, right? Or a so-called elite team with like kids that were hyped up as like the best top middle schoolers in the city and stuff, right? So boom, game day comes. I wake up, I'm rubbing my hands like Birdman, bro. Like I'm pumped to play against a good team and hopefully do good, right? So we get to the gym, right? We start warming up, bro. I look down the other court. Yo, son. I look down the other court, right? I'm looking like directly ahead. I don't see a face. I'm just looking at their chest. I'm like, what? I look up. I'm like, damn, they tall as hell. Like, bro, I swear, I think their whole team was like 6 foot and above. And like, I think they had like 2 6'2s, 2 6'3s, and their best player was 6'5", I think. And his name, damn, like how am I blinking out the moment I'm talking about the story? But he goes to Indiana right now. His name starts with an M. McKenzie. I don't want to butcher his last name, but he got a sophisticated last name. But I'm gonna put his picture up right here. They had him on the team, right? And I remember like I think around the time that everybody knew who he was, they was posting about him, this and yada yada. So I had an idea going into the game, but when I see him in person, like he was fake tall, like he was like 6'5", bro. And then so I see he's tall, so I'm like, okay, like this is what the elites look like, right? So the game comes out, I'm warming up mad hard, I'm sweating, I'm getting ready to really hoop. Tip off comes, bro. The rest was history, bro. We fell down 20, I think, by halftime. Mind you, our big man on my team was only 6 foot at the time. Shout out Don, Mr. OTE. If you're watching this video, good looking, my brother, because you took the most damage that game. It was Don against every other big man on that team, man. Like, I felt bad for Don, bro, because we was all little. We was all 5'7", 5'8". Don was the only one that was 6 feet, and he was battling down low against them big-ass NY Lightning kids. But anyways, we fell down early, bro, like halftime. And the one move I remember that McKenzie did on me that game, like, I think he had the ball in transition. I picked him up transition. He said, in and out, behind the back. I'm there, though, like Pat Bev. I'm there. I contest. But the thing is, bro, he's 6'5". He raises up, bro. The shot is up here. I'm contesting down here. Like, he don't even see me, bro. And he hit the mid-range. And when he hit that, I'm like, yo, that's a pro move, bro. Like, that's tough. Now, all glazing aside, we actually did almost end up coming back. I think we made the game. We made it a close game, like, towards the end. We only lost by, like, 5 or 6 that game. But it wasn't because of me, though. I ain't gonna lie. I think that was the first game where I was really getting my shots punched at the rim. Like, that was my first experience playing against big people. So, we ended up coming back, though. Like, losing only by, like, 6 or 7. But I was just mainly playing defense that game. I'm not gonna lie. Nothing was going for me, but my teammates pulled through. And, we almost came back that game, like I said. But I remember after the game, I just felt so bad about myself. I'm like, yo, like, this was the game, and I just blew it. Like, this was the game where I could prove myself, see the level I'm at, bro, and I blew it, bro. So on the car ride home, like, bro, I searched up. I said, I typed, how many years is doctor school? How many years is law school? Like, bro, I really had me contemplating. I'm like, I'm not going to league, bro. Like, if that's the people that's going to league, that's tough, bro. But that was just the first half of how I was thinking. Like, that was the first half of the car ride. But the second half of the car, I'm like, yo, suck it up, bro. Stop being a B word. Like, stop being a, you know what I'm saying? Stop being a girl. Like, suck it up. Like, this is adversity. You're going to face that. And by the time I got to the crib, my mind was basically all cleared. But one thing was for certain, I knew I wasn't going to make it to the league after that game. I'm like, bro, there's levels to this. So that game, I ain't going to lie, made me change my mindset from, nah, I'm not making it to the NBA, to, let me just be the best basketball player I could be. And I think that was good for me. Like a lot of athletes nowadays get caught up to making it to like a certain level. But why not just be the best version of yourself, right? Why not just be the best player you could be? Fall in love with the process. Don't focus too much about the end result. Just focus on getting better on a day-by-day basis, and everything will play out the way it should, right? Whether that's making it to the league, playing overseas, you know, this and that. But I'm grateful that it happened, man. I hope this video pops up on bro's timeline. I think bro's going to be a lottery pick next year. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. I guess if he becomes a lottery pick, I could be the uncle at the barbecue where I'm like, yo, yeah, you see that guy on TV in the NBA? I played against him when I was in 8th grade and I got fried. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I probably wouldn't do that. I feel like that's way too much glazing. But I hope, you know, God bless bro. Bro had an amazing talent in the 8th grade. Bro had amazing link too. Pause, no diddy. But yeah, bro was just built different in 8th grade. He had all the genetics and everything. And you really do got to be one of one to make it to the NBA. And that's the truth. And a lot of kids going to realize that by the time they hit high school. No, matter of fact, by the time they hit like 8th grade, you should know whether or not you're going to make it to the NBA. Yeah, I'm honestly grateful for the experience because that day definitely changed my mindset on not even just sports, but in life. You're going to face adversity that's going to make you like rethink about whether or not you want to pursue what you're pursuing. But it's in those moments that you have to come back stronger and be a better man, be a better woman, be a better girl, you know. And those moments are the day where the following day you have to come back and work even harder to make sure that never happened again. Because I'm not going to lie, like, he showed me there was levels to this, but that made me want to go even stronger. Now, granted, like, to this present day, I don't even hoop no more, so I guess my story is probably not the best one. It's, you know, to show that advice. But I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who went through what I went through, got fried by like an elite hooper at a young age, and made, you know, the person want to go even harder. Now, granted, like I did have some very good moments in high school basketball and everything, and you know, by God's plan, I'll be hooping again. Sat this year out. Hopefully, I'll hoop again, man. I'll always be working hard. I know I'll be prepared when the opportunity comes. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little story time, and I hope it made you laugh. And you know, I hope you follow my advice that, you know, adversity is good for you, and adversity will build character. It says it in the Bible, man. Like, do I even need to do? Matter of fact, let me read you the Bible quote right now that says adversity builds character. James chapter 1, verse 6. For you know that when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. So let it grow, for when your endurance is fully developed, you will be perfect and complete, needing nothing. What a perfect way to wrap this video, man. It literally says in the Bible, you need adversity, endurance. It helps you grow, grows you into a better person. Once you understand endurance and is comfortable with it, there will be nothing in life that can stop you, man. Take that advice, follow it to heart. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.